everyone. My name's Laura Kohler, and I want to thank Liveweek for giving us all the opportunity to tell our stories. My message today can really be boiled down to one simple phrase: it can be done. So the message is very simple. It can be done. A decade ago, 50% of schools in India had no sanitation facility. That means they had no toilets, they had no drinking water, and they had no place for students to wash their hands. That puts millions of students and teachers at risk: dehydration, illness, disease, and even death. A new report from UNICEF and the WHO, Drinking Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene in Schools, Global Baseline Report of 2018, tells us that today, 100% of schools in India now have some form of sanitation facility. So you see, it can be done. But we also know a lot more needs to happen. From my perspective, India's progress towards conquering this problem provides hope that 900 million students worldwide still affected by the lack of sanitation facilities, hand washing, and safe and reliable drinking water access in their schools will have it someday. How did it happen in India? How did they make that work? Well, Prime Minister Modi, when he came into office, he declared that every person by 2019 would have access to a toilet. The Gates Foundation, second largest office for sanitation, is based in Delhi. They amplified his message by also talking about the importance of managing waste. And then companies like Kohler, an NGO like Habitat, lend their capabilities as well. So, to Darren's point, it is a public-private partnership. And that's how we have gotten traction in India in the last couple of years significantly. So our gathering here in New York is a meaningful step in making this public-private partnership amplification happen, as we establish partnerships and commitments in pursuit of a global sanitation problem. There are so many other additional global challenges with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and progress can be made if we continue to talk about the impact of partnering. At Kohler, water and sanitation are the foundation of our business. You know, we are 145 years old. It has been a privately held company for those 145 years. We are a global company in the manufacture of kitchen and bath products, as well as life-saving filters, water filters, and numerous other products. We are also passionate about leveraging our size, scale, and our know-how expertise in it to improve the quality of life for underserved populations. So how do we do that? Well, we do something that's a natural extension of our business. We provide access to safe water and sanitation, energy, and education. So we apply our technologies, our engineering expertise, our designers, our associates' talents to identify some of the world's biggest problems and then address those issues through solutions. So most importantly, we forge partnerships to further our impact. So just a few weeks ago, I had the privilege of traveling to Alwar province of Rajasthan in India. There in 2 villages, we broke ground on 2 school sanitation units in partnership with Habitat. When completed, these units will be the first form of sanitation these 2 schools have had. At one of the schools, there was a single bathroom only for the teachers. At both schools, over 250 students come every day. So imagine that, right? No sanitation for 250 students who are in school about 6 hours a day. We are going to stay with these schools for the next couple of years. How are we going to do that? We've trained 12 of our own staff based in Delhi to help monitor, manage, and actually train on hygiene techniques at this school. We want to partner with the school and give them support to see if these sanitation facilities will take hold and the students can change the patterns on utilization. We are really proud, as you see from this picture, the Clarity water filter is in blue, and we are actually building with the Kohler staff the sanitation units, and that hopefully will be done soon, but that was literally 2 weeks ago. There we are. And so there's lots of energy and excitement about it. What we want to do, though, is to ensure that these sanitation facilities take hold. So I'm proud of the work that Kohler is doing to address these challenges. I would tell you that the key to much of our work is our ability to make these social impact connections and actually drive sustainable business solutions. So there's a program that Ratish Nemamurthy and I manage called Innovation for Good. And I'd like to share the story of Innovation for Good with you.
The core of Innovation for Good is people coming together over united ideas of making the world a better place.
It definitely encourages a lot of people to come together and come up with so many different creative solutions. It has a lot to do with Kohler's encouragement to associates.
I was interested in environmental responsibility and stewardship and sustainability. Having gone to school for civil engineering and now working as an environmental engineer, I really believe in Innovation for Good. Innovation for Good is a think tank coming out of the silos that you're normally in. You're working off of each other's ideas, and Kohler fosters the innovative environment and entrepreneurial spirit.
Innovation for Good gets us to tap into our passions and our experiences and our knowledge in a way that actually makes a meaningful difference in the world.
The United Nations has released 17 goals, and Kohler got together at the Innovation for Good workshop, and we came out with 3 goals: clean water and sanitation, the affordable and clean energy goal, and responsible consumption and production.
As a company, Kohler company is aligned in terms of the UN goals, and they're promoting that in the culture.
Kohler Clarity is one of the projects that I really love and is contributing really well to getting the safe drinking water to people where it's not available.
Taking the rocket silver, the tippy cap, and celebrating that idea and seeing how far you can push it is going to make a difference. I think that seeing that our company is doing inspiring things is really going to make other companies latch on to this.
Passionate product, passionate people, having the energy to really drive forward and do the extraordinary.
It's been very motivating and inspirational to be a part of Innovation for Good.
It's your opportunity at Kohler to take your best strengths and do the best things you can do with them.
IFG is over 6 years old. We're really proud of the work of associates around the world coming together and developing ideas and then implementing them into social impact solutions. It's good for society and our efforts to improve the human condition, especially those related to the 3 SDGs that we've identified. But it is also good for business, and that's important to understand. Good business practices give us resources to maintain and even increase our social impact work. IFG brings together Kohler associates from around the world, and they develop breakthrough solutions to real-world problems. Our goal is to introduce these solutions through financially sustainable business models with support from our global network of social enterprise partners and impact-minded thought leaders. So through IFG, we've generated ideas, and I want to share 3 ideas with you. The idea is that these social impact initiatives not only make a difference in the world, but they are on the path to economic viability, and thus they're sustainable. So first is Kohler Clarity. I'll tell you about 3 stories. Quickly, Kohler Clarity is an IFG-inspired water filter that brings safe drinking water to a family of 4, those who need it most. It filters out 99% of bacteria and protozoa, and it provides up to 40 liters of safe water each day and enough for a small family. We sell Kohler Clarity. We have distributed over 150,000 Clarities to benefiting communities all over the world. Next is Kohler Waste Lab. So that's a Kohler Clarity right there. In the the top is the beginnings of making something for Kohler Waste Lab. Let me talk about that. It was born out of an idea coming out of the IFG retreat. Again, it takes byproduct, factory waste, grinds it into very, very fine, I would say, material, And we are making high-end tiles for a company we own called Saks. We're excited. The first batch of tiles to be sold for purchase will be in 2019. And this comes out of our pottery and our foundries. And then finally, after last year's hurricanes, we recognized the need for relief volunteers for hurricanes and other disasters to actually have a place to shower and to refresh, recharge, and renew themselves so that they could go back out and volunteer the next day. So what we did was, with our ingenuity and our designers, we created the Kohler Shower Relief Trailer. Now you can see at one end of the trailer, it's actually hitting the ground. That is a shower that's actually ADA accessible, because we are trying to, again, understand how volunteers may come from all different backgrounds to apply their skill set. This shower trailer is now deployed with Operation Blessing. It is based in Virginia Beach. Operation Blessing is a nonprofit humanitarian organization that specializes in disaster support. So again, that's an example of Kohler Company does not do disaster support directly. We partner with an agency like Operation Blessing, a nonprofit, so that they can actually do what they do best. So they're managing that, and stay tuned. We're studying the usage of that trailer, and we'll be excited to tell the story hopefully next year about that. So again, good for business, good for the world. These are 3 examples that it can be done. So my point in sharing anecdotes from IFG projects is that anything that is sustainable long-term ultimately needs to stand on its own. If our goal to make an impact at scale, our efforts need to be self-sustaining. So with that, I guess it's the sentiment that we really hold dear at Kohler, and we want to be part of a larger impact solution. So we will continue this work, and we believe that great things are possible when business, government, and NGOs work together. Again, Darren's point, public-private partnerships. So corporations like Kohler, GE, Microsoft can bring product solutions and innovations using our ingenuity all over the globe. But we need governments like the City of New York, like the government in India, who actually catalyze their infrastructure to put those innovative products to work. And then NGOs and social enterprises, our partners like Habitat, the Gates Foundation, World Vision, and Operation Blessing actually help us hit the ground running with our solutions. So we'll never be successful if we're islands unto ourselves, and we've learned that. So I would just encourage all of you to continue to tell the stories of partnership. It's really what the world needs to solve our UN Sustainable Development Goals. And together we can leverage the best we have to offer, and together it will be done. Thanks.